In what is being described as one of the most iconic milestones in K-pop history, BTS's Jin has shaken the global media landscape after being crowned the #1 trusted premium brand at the 2025 Forbes Korea Premium Brand Awards. While fans across Asia celebrated his return to the spotlight following military discharge, it was the reaction from U.S. media outlets that transformed this recognition into a worldwide moment. Major U.S. publications, including The Hollywood Reporter, Forbes U.S., and Billboard ran features on Jin's stunning victory, where he outshined over 150 top-tier brands and companies to stand alone as the highest-voted name in the awards. This isn't just a K-pop win, one analyst wrote. This is a branding masterclass from a single human being whose global influence has outgrown the genre that introduced him. The announcement, made by Forbes Korea in collaboration with Jongong Ilbo, sparked headlines due to Jin's massive vote share, 39.55% of global support through the Idol Champ platform. This marks the highest single individual vote ever recorded in the awards' history, surpassing legacy corporate brands and even state-level institutions. What made the victory even more powerful was the timing. Jin had only just completed his mandatory military service a few months earlier, making his win feel like a celebratory return as much as it was a branding conquest. American business media have been quick to draw comparisons between Jin and major global influencers, noting how his partnerships with Gucci and Laneige have elevated his brand status to new heights. The visual strength he brings to fashion and skincare campaigns is not manufactured, it's organic, wrote a marketing column in Adweek. He carries prestige, elegance, and trust in a way that Western celebrities now strive to emulate. The conversation took a sharper turn when CNBC aired a segment titled The Jin Effect, highlighting how Korean soft power continues to outpace traditional Western branding. The host asked, "What does it say about American celebrity culture when a single K-pop artist garners more branding power than some of our biggest tech CEOs or movie stars?" The question echoed on X, formerly Twitter, where #JinWinsatFKA 2025 and #Jin's strongest brand power trended across several U.S. cities, including Los Angeles, Chicago, and New York. What's even more intriguing is how Jin's branding power seems to stem not just from commercial appeal, but from public trust. His time in the military, his grounded personality, and his consistent connection with fans have built him a reputation that feels authentic, something even luxury conglomerates struggle to replicate. A senior marketing strategist at UCLA commented, "Jin represents something very rare. He's aspirational, but also emotionally accessible. That's the holy grail of branding." American fans, celebrities, and even political figures joined the praise. Several actors reposted Jin's award photo on Instagram, calling him the Asian icon the world needs. On Reddit, users in marketing and PR circles dissected his campaign with Laneige, labeling it a strategic genius move and a perfect example of male skincare repositioning in global markets. The visual of Jin at the awards, suited in minimalist Gucci tailoring, smiled gentle yet commanding, spread like wildfire across image boards and news thumbnails. The caption on one viral post read, "He doesn't scream for attention. The world just can't look away." This recognition also set a new precedent for K-pop idols breaking into Western business media. No longer just performers or influencers, figures like Jin are now considered cultural assets and branding authorities in their own right. His win over 152 other nominees, including top conglomerates, sends a clear message. The world is not only listening to K-pop, it's following its leaders. As Jin continues his post-military era, expectations are skyrocketing. Will he launch his own fashion label? Will he lead more global brand campaigns? Will the U.S. entertainment industry finally see a BTS member regularly hosted on mainstream award shows and talk shows beyond just performances? For now, one thing is clear, Jin BTS isn't just back.
He's dominating.
And the world, especially the United States, is watching with admiration, curiosity, and yes, even a little envy. Stay tuned. Jin's global era has just begun. The wave of recognition from American media toward Jin's monumental win didn't end with articles and hashtags. Television networks began discussing the impact of Jin's branding victory in panel discussions usually reserved for political or economic developments. One such instance was a special feature aired on Good Morning America, where a segment titled The Global Face of Trust. Jin BTS explored how a K-pop idol managed to become a household name in Western markets through consistency, humility, and sheer global resonance. Media analysts pointed out that what separates Jin from other international artists is the way his brand is organically built, not just through fashion or music, but through integrity. Jin's win isn't just a triumph for BTS or K-pop, said Time magazine's culture editor during a live roundtable. It's a reflection of where the world's trust is shifting, to authentic storytellers with cross-cultural impact. Meanwhile, a senior executive from a leading US-based talent agency, speaking anonymously, revealed there is growing interest in building long-term brand campaigns around Jin, citing him as the most versatile and globally acceptable Asian figure for premium branding in the post-pandemic era. Even academia took note. The Harvard Business Review published a digital op-ed titled From Boy Band to Brand Authority, the Jin BTS case study, exploring how Jin's carefully curated collaborations, military service narrative, and fan-driven media created a compelling blueprint for the future of global celebrity branding. This is no small feat, especially considering the ongoing fragmentation in influencer culture. While many global figures rely on controversy or shock to stay relevant, Jin's clean and grounded public persona has ironically made him stand out even more. The consistent support he receives from ARMY across continents has proven to be more powerful than traditional marketing budgets. What's next for Jin? Industry insiders suggest that this branding milestone could set the stage for new ventures, including the potential launch of a luxury skincare or wellness line, especially given his association with Laneige. Others whisper about high-profile film cameos or even a semi-permanent role in international media as a UN cultural ambassador or the face of Asia's creative diplomacy efforts. But if you ask fans or global viewers what matters most, they'll tell you this: Jin's appeal goes beyond screens, photo shoots, and trophies. It's in the way he speaks, the way he remembers fans' sacrifices, the way he blends humility with power. And that's a story American media, long skeptical of idol-based fame, has finally begun to believe. AS's Forbes Korea Premium Brand Award shines under international lights. Jin BTS is no longer just a celebrated idol. He's a global benchmark in trust, elegance, and impact. The world is not only applauding him, it's studying him. And in this post-pandemic redefinition of fame and influence, perhaps there's no better guide than the soft-spoken artist with a diamond-cut voice and a heart that spans hemispheres. AS coverage of Jin's Forbes Korea Premium Brand Awards spread across mainstream American outlets, ranging from CNN to Rolling Stone. One common thread emerged: the Western media was no longer viewing Jin merely as a K-pop star, but as a cultural force with leadership potential far beyond music. The Wall Street Journal, an editorial titled The Trust Economy, Why Jin of BTS Leads the Way, argued that Jin represents a rare archetype in the current celebrity landscape, one whose influence is built not on controversy or algorithms, but on reliability, warmth, and strategic clarity. The article noted how Jin's steady ascent, even during his military service, bucked the usual trends of out of sight, out of mind, instead showing a reverse effect. His absence made the global audience miss and value him more. Notably, US politicians and cultural diplomats took quiet note. A cultural attaché from the Korean embassy in Washington, D.C., confirmed that Jin's name had come up during informal cultural diplomacy meetings. There's serious talk of inviting Jin for future Korea-US soft power collaborations, possibly in the form of speaking engagements, artistic residencies, or cultural festivals, the diplomat revealed. Meanwhile, American advertising firms began reassessing their global strategies. Jin's victory was seen as a case study for earned media capital, the kind of influence that doesn't require million-dollar campaigns, but instead is powered by fan-driven, values-based engagement. A New York-based luxury agency specializing in celebrity branding reportedly sent out an internal memo titled, "What Would Jin Do?" outlining lessons from Jin's brand journey with a focus on authenticity, quiet consistency, and cross-generational appeal. But it wasn't just professionals who were captivated. TikTok and YouTube were flooded with reaction videos of fans, many of them from the US, Latin America, and Europe, who watched Jin receive the Forbes Korea Award with tears in their eyes. Comments ranged from "He's always been #1 in our hearts" to "This is what real influence looks like, not trending for scandals, but for kindness." The American press also acknowledged the deeper layers of Jin's influence. His presence in fashion was not merely as a model but as a muse. His ambassadorships were not just endorsements but partnerships shaped by mutual respect. His music was not just catchy but healing.